Morgan Jones has been a long-running character in the Walking Dead universe. In fact, he has been here since the start of the show, being the first person that Rick ran into after waking up from his coma. After being absent after that first episode to when Rick found him back in Kings County clearing the area. He went absent again until he finally arrived during the Alexandria story arc. Then after the Savior story arc, he decided to head out and landed with our group on Fear the Walking Dead, where he has been at since then. You can say he has been our wandering character of the show. He was our first major crossover character between the shows, followed by Dwight and soon to be Sherry. But now we are in a place of wondering what exactly is next for Morgan. Last we saw him, he was pretty much left for dead by Virginia after she shot him at the end of season 5. Morgan drug himself to the church that was close by and walkers began closing in on him. His last message to his fellow survivors was, "Just live." In today's video, we will be going over the new key art for Morgan for Season 6 of Fear, and also a summary of the whole season released by AMC. What's up, Deadheads, and welcome to the Walking Dead universe. The fate of Morgan was left up in the air the last episode of Season 5. With Morgan being a fan favorite of the show, we were really just left to speculate if he was going to even make it to Season 6, or would we see another long absence from the character? Was he going to die the opening episode, or will he survive and overcome like he has in the past? Well, in the new key art, we see Morgan looking like his comic book counterpart. When dark pictures like this come out, I like to edit them to brighten up the image and see what's really going on. We see Morgan with a full beard, almost looking like Rick when him and the group first arrive at Alexandria. Possibly some time has passed by, and obviously he has survived the gunshot wound. Now remember, this is all just my own speculation and not actual fact, but we can assume walkers don't grow beards. He has this dark redness around his pupils and his eyes, which is what we saw in the small glimpse we got in the season 6 preview, and this redness in his eyes has stayed. Possibly due to the traumatic event of the gunshot, I'm sure more will be revealed on screen. Due to the scruffy look of Morgan, we can assume there will be some sort of time jump. Will it be months, weeks, or years? Only time will tell, but the most important thing is the text on the picture that reads, "The past is dead." Now this sounds like a cryptic short saying, but I think alongside the short season description that was released, we can get an idea of what this means. AMC stated, and I quote, "Season 6 of Fear the Walking Dead explores what has become of the unlikely family once united by a mission to help those in need. After being torn apart by Virginia and her pioneers, the group is now dispersed across her far-reaching settlements. Morgan's last message at the end of the season 5 implored the group to just live, and this season we'll see what that means to each of them. Some will find the stability and opportunity within Virginia's communities to be intriguing. Some will seek into darkness, while others will fight back against what has been forced upon them. Life behind Virginia's walls will test each and every one of them in different ways, forcing them to define who they are in this new world. This gives a better idea of the past is dead on Morgan's picture because everything is changing. The group is spread out far apart in Virginia's communities, so what they built together is no longer a thing. Everyone will change. Some will embrace what has been set before them, and I can assume pretty much join Virginia's group because that might seem like the only option for survival. Some will oppose what Virginia is doing and try to fight, and that could possibly be a bad idea being how big her group seems to be. Some will sink into darkness. Seems interesting. Will we see some of our good characters turn into a villain, so to speak? And I'm putting quotations around good and villain because in this type of world, those two types of people are left to argue on who is really good and who is really a villain is honestly just a matter of perspective. One thing we do know is this next season is going to be a lot darker than we have seen on Fear, and I'm truly up for that. Throw in these masked characters that seem to be creeping around the season 6 trailer, and we got a more horror vibe to this season. I'll be making a video on who these masked characters possibly could be very soon, but that brings us to the end of this video on Fear the Walking Dead Season 6. Well, that is all I have for you today, guys. Thank you for watching this video. If this is your first time here, don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you can be notified every time I post a new video. Also, if you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up because it does help out the channel. And I will talk to you guys all in that next video.